Easy now, Drifter. I'm here to help. Unless, of course, you want it to hurt. Ooh.
Be gone, thought!
Before we even get started, I'm gonna show you in this little clip where you go to actually get the Tenet Exec and the other Tenet melee weapons.
The probability of us working together has converged on never. Good fortune, Tenno.
And that's how you get it. Now, this crit chance is phenomenal. Crit multi, quite nice. Status chance, pretty average. The numbers do not give the whole picture. This thing is my new favorite melee weapon. Let's get right into these fun builds. Straight to it, I'm showing you this because she is my showcase queen. Nothing really helps here. I mean, there's the green Tau Forge. I was running Corrosive Blast for a bit, but they die so quick. They don't even really get to experience any real armor reduction. I was not using anything to boost the speed, except for the reservoirs, of course, which is equivalent about to Arcane Strike, which I use on Caliban, but first, here are his shards. There we go. And Arcane Strike, like I said, Arcane Avenger is a flex slot, but you do need speed on this thing. It's not as slow as Hesper, thank goodness, but it's not exactly fast either. Now here's the pet, just a viral primer that I'm showing you anyway, just so that way you're aware. Again, viral priming, vigilante, bonus, ribbon doesn't matter. This is not necessary as long as your pet, whatever it is, does do viral to prime. Now this, I decided to go ahead and show my melee influence build, and look at this unique trait. That is so nice. That is so lovely. Launching people everywhere is so fun. I truly do love that. It is a crowd clearer. Even if it doesn't kill them straight away, it does great. I don't typically recommend a stance, but Tempo Royale, you're going to want it on there, because you can do smaller slams way more often, and then tie them into your heavy slam. As in, for Xbox users, you can hold down the left trigger and forward, and you'll do a couple of hits, and then a slam, and then you can stay still, moving no direction, holding down the left trigger, do another slightly slower slam, and then lead that into a very quick hop, and then a deliberate heavy slam. An actual, so you can do ba 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 ba, and just decimate. Dreamer's Wrath, because Tennokai, and crit damage. So, there's that, and this is what melee influence does. It gives AoE to melee weapons. Now, the whole reason that I'm even showing you this with the ba-ba-ba combo, because Tempo Royale is what you're gonna want, is because this is one of the very few melee influence weapons that actually does good single target. Surprisingly good single target. The fact that I was hitting people for 3 and 4 million damage is nuts. And now I have Toxin, and I wanted to get Magnetic, but I figured that instead of waiting for Magnetic to come around, since we are getting that rework to Lich weapons, to where as long as they're max rank, we can just decide what bonus element we want. I'm not going to go for magnetic. But because toxin was what I had, I just decided to go with it because I know that I wanted gas. The bonus is whatever you want it to be. And if you are just going to run this for melee influence gas, I suggest electric. Because then you can build for gas, not have to have shocking touch, and then you can put crit damage, or whatever else you want in it. But enough about an influence build. Now what I really want to show you guys is this. Now if y'all have seen my Hesper video, y'all know what's going on here. The focus energy, the galvanized reflex, yeah. Oh yeah, baby. You know what we're doing. Absolutely. Because with galvanized reflex, you get 50% heavy attack efficiency and 20 plus initial combo after 4 kills. And then you put 40% heavy attack efficiency with it, couple those things with melee crescendo, and you are always at 12 or 11 combo. Those two things and melee crescendo after you've stacked it with all of your finisher kills makes it to where whenever you do a heavy that is not a Tennokai, your melee crescendo doesn't go all the way back to 1. It only goes to 11 because of those two mods, and then right back up to 12, keeping you at max damage. In addition to that, the galvanized reflex additional bonus, what that does is it makes it easier for you to hit 12, because that right there after 4 kills will keep you at a base of 5 melee combo for 20 seconds. So it makes it even easier to get to that 12 before you actually fully stack it. And that, with a unique trait of blasting people around, is so good. Tempo Royale, again, of course, we have, for the very same reason that we had it on the gas build. We have Galvanized Steel for crit chance and more crit damage. We have more crit damage. We have 480 crit chance because Blood Rush worked off of combo, which we are maxing out. And then, of course, condition overload the elements. Now, I have Corrosive and Blast just because, only because of the fact that I had a toxin bonus element. So I decided, you know what, screw it. We'll just go with it. Corrosive Blast on a melee weapon that is not an influence build, and it wrecks. You have a bit of AoE, you have hard-hitting damage up front, and you're at max combo all the time. This is devastating. The other thing about this that is very important is that even though I did show you in the clip that you can run Vazarin to basically get maximum stacks of combo from your Crescendo right at the beginning of the match. If you don't like to run Vazarin, if you don't have or want to run a grouping tool or anything like that at all, you just want it to be as is, run with it and have fun, you can. And that is because every time that you let loose one of those shockwaves, whether it's a light or a heavy slam, or you're doing the combo, every single enemy that hits the floor for at least a second or two will be open to a finisher. So you don't even have to utilize any grouping tools. If you truly want to keep this weapon as self-sufficient as possible, it will take longer if you want to run this specific build, but it will work. Slam, stab 1 or 2 folks with a ground finisher, slam, repeat, over and over. And you can do it casually, especially if you're going to do like a half hour or hour and a half run. You can just take your sweet time to do it, because of the weapon's innate, unique trait mechanic for slams. The fact that it has a built-in mechanic that can help it naturally, innately, to build melee crescendo is phenomenal. This thing is so good in so many ways, and I have had so much fun with it. Oh my goodness. I highly recommend this to you guys. You really want to feel like that power fantasy in a melee weapon, throwing hose around like it was nothing. The sharp brick is what you want. Now granted, sure, you can slice through everybody and one-shot everything, yeah, with a bunch of other weapons, the hate and dual ichor, incarnate, and all of these other weapons, right? Of course you can, but the physical spectacle that is yeeting people into those 15-20 foot tall ceilings, blasting them about all over the place, throwing them up against walls like they were nothing more than a door, and doing it to groups of 10, 20, and even sometimes 30 enemies? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is so much fun. I highly recommend that you guys give this weapon a try, and I hope I helped y'all to learn a little bit more about Warframe and its amazing insanity. May y'all have a good day, a good night, and may RNG be in our favor.